Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel Card Tricks, and today we're going to learn another super easy card trick. That's what we do here at the channel. Every week I'm going to teach you a beginner's level trick that you can do with a deck of cards or ordinary objects you have lying around the house like pens, rubber bands, paper clips, etc. This is your best place to come back and learn very easy tricks. So I'm sure on your journey in learning card tricks, you've discovered that magicians try their best to control cards, right? And so I want to give you an example of that control. We're going to use the deck I have here. We're just going to use two random cards. We'll just use the cards that I have on top of the deck. I have a red 9 and a red 8, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to place them in different parts of the deck and then try to get them to go together. All right, so I'll place this card towards the top, and I'll place this card towards the bottom, and then I'm just gonna scoosh them all without doing any funny business, no sleight of hand, okay? I'm gonna pick everything up and just give it a single cut to the table. Now, with a wave and a snap, I'm gonna move those two cards that were far apart together so that they're touching. Okay, and we'll see how well I did. All right, I'm gonna fan it one more time, and we'll see. Oh my goodness, it worked. Look at that, right there. Not only are the two cards together, but I actually got them to turn face up. And there's my red 8 and red 9. Awesome. All right, so how did I do that trick? Well, it's super easy, and it's what we call a self-working trick. It's a self-working trick because there's nothing you need to do. There really isn't any sleight of hand. There's no control whatsoever. The cards will do everything for you so long as you set everything up. You're going to do a setup. And what that means is you're going to pre-arrange the cards so that the deck works in your favor. All right, so to do your setup, you're going to need both red 8s and both red 9s. And the reasons why we're using 8s and 9s is because they both have a circle at the top, right? The 8 has a circle at the top, the 9 has a circle at the top, and when you look at them quickly, if you're not focusing, it'd be easy to distract and they might confuse one for the other. I guess you could use 6s and 9s, but I think that's a little too on the nose. It's a little too straightforward. So I'm going to use 8s and 9s. And then I'm going to make sure that they're with an opposite suit. So over here I have an 8 of diamonds and a 9 of hearts. And over here I have an 8 of hearts and a 9 of diamonds, okay? So to do the setup, to arrange the deck, I'm gonna take one set, doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna place it underneath the topmost card. So just like that, when it's hidden away, you can't see them, you have no idea that they're even there. I'm then gonna take the next two cards and place them directly on top, and that's my setup. So the way the trick begins is I talk about magicians controlling cards, right? And then I say casually, we're just going to use the top two cards on the deck. And I push them off, being careful not to push the next card over and flash the card underneath, right? I'm just going to casually push two cards over, and then I'm going to just as casually flash these like that. So I want them to just see two red cards, and that's how I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say, oh, we've got two red cards, a red 9 and a red 8, and I put them down. I do not say we have an 8 of diamonds and a 9 of hearts, okay? You don't want to call them, right? You just want to casually flash them like they just came off the top of the deck. You say, oh, I've got a red 8 and a red 9, and you put them down like that. You're just showing them and putting them down. Now for your spread. You're going to spread the cards tightly, which means the cards are going to be close together, and I'm going to leave this top portion right here assembled. In other words, I don't keep spreading. That is still a little pile of cards that I haven't unspread, right? Because right there, you've got a face-up card that you don't want anyone to see. So you're going to leave that in a little bunch. And we don't need the top of the deck because we're talking about having two cards in two different places move together. So the whole focus is on taking this card and putting it in the top, this card putting it in the bottom. Do not flash the cards again. Don't say, okay, and here we're going to take this card. And they already saw the cards. you're going to pick the card up, and you could say, we'll stick, you know, the red 8 here and the red 9 here. You could say that, but you don't call them, okay? You put the card near the top, you put the other card near the bottom, and then, you know, you want to make sure that they see there's nothing in your hands. You're going to cleanly square, being careful again not to flash the card that's here. And you're not going to shuffle, okay? You're not going to overhand shuffle. You're not going to riffle shuffle. If you did that, again, you're running the risk that you could flash the face-up cards. So you're just going to square it and then grab half, put it down to the table, grab the other half, put it on top, okay? That cuts those top cards to the middle. So now the 2 cards that were face up, they're in the middle somewhere. You're gonna wave and a snap. And again, you're gonna do a tight spread. And your cards should be right there in the middle. And then you act surprised. You say, oh, not only did I get them to go together and kind of part everything like that, say, but I actually got them to go face up. And at that point, everything is examinable because you didn't use any gimmicks. So once again, you want both red 8s, both red 9s, and you could do these with black 8s and black 9s if you wanted to. I just like red against the black backdrop, right? I just think red is a little bit more pop against the black surface, but you could do whatever you wanted. You're gonna make sure that the cards are not mated with their same suit, right? So you want a diamond and a heart on one side and a diamond and a heart on the other side. You're gonna stick either set, doesn't matter, underneath the topmost card. And if you want to, if you feel like you'd feel a little safer if it was underneath 2 cards, you could put it under 2 cards. If you feel like that top card keeps sliding over and you end up seeing those cards underneath, put 2 cards on top for cover. Give yourself some extra cover if you want, that's fine. And then you're gonna take the last 2 cards and put them on top. You're gonna put everything in your box and you're good to go. If you didn't understand any of these instructions, of course, you can always go back through the video, rewind it, watch it again. Make sure that you always have a deck in hand when you're watching these videos. And then just practice, 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 right? You wanna make sure that you can do these tricks without any fumbling, that you're gonna remember your pattern, remember the things that you're saying as you do them. You're gonna remember the order the trick takes place in. You're gonna practice that spread, right? You're gonna practice this spread so that you're not revealing the top. You wanna make sure that stays clumped together. And then of course, as you regroup here, you wanna make sure that everything stays tight. So again, you're not flashing those face-up cards. And then you're just gonna square up and cut to the table, and the trick is done. Hope you guys like this trick and keep coming back for more. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, have you ever purchased a magic trick that they said was easy or for beginners, and when you opened it up, it was just a bunch of parts and some typed out instructions? Like, how are you supposed to figure out how to do a trick with instructions that are this small and there's just no detail, right? No video, no pictures. You're so disappointed. You wanted to learn how to do this trick, you thought it'd be fun, and then when you got it in the mail, you were sorely disappointed. I want to help you. This channel wants to help you. I have a whole playlist of instructional videos that'll walk you through my personal handling on these tricks plus many more. Now, obviously, you need to own the tricks, right? You need to own the tricks in order to perform them. You won't be able to do any of these tricks unless you actually own them. But another great way to use this channel is as a way to look at tricks that are available on the market and to decide whether those tricks are going to work for you. I purchase all of my tricks from penguinmagic.com. And so if you'd like access to that playlist, if you would like to see kind of behind the scenes and get my personal handling for these tricks plus many more, you can hit the join button down below and subscribe to this channel for only 99 cents a month. And as long as you're a subscriber, you'll have access to those videos plus any new ones I continue to make. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.